Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I'm in Chattanooga and I'm reviewing the Lumix 26mm f8 Pancake lens. Look how thin and tiny this lens is. I have already shot it some on my SL2, but today I'm shooting it on the CL because honestly, that's a little more city camera-ish looking package than the SL2 is. SL2 is just a much more meaty camera. So I got a bug in my eye. Oh, okay, that was the intro. I'm gonna jump right into this. The lens is a Lumix lens, and on the CL, you magnify the zoom by pushing up on this little D-pad button. The up button on the D-pad is the zoom in function, okay? And then you can press the shutter button halfway and it unzooms it. If you have a Leica L mount lens or the M adapter L adapter, that feature is moved from that button to this thumb wheel, because naturally you have your hands on the camera, you can zoom in and out with your thumb and it's off to the races. But when you have non-Leica lenses, apparently even the Lumix lenses is moved to the D-pad. You get the feature, but it's in a different place for some reason. Leica, what was you doing when you did that? Why don't they just all have the same button location? Oh, and as a added bonus, you can't remap it. Anyway, back to the lens. The lens has a focus ring because it's manual focus, stands to reason. But it being 26 millimeters, the field of view on the CL is about 39 or 40. So you get a really good field of view with it. And it is actually just about right for walking around, just shooting general cityscape, urban photography, landscapes, and street photography, things of that nature. So we're gonna walk around Chattanooga a little while here and we're gonna take some pictures with it. I gotta be kind of careful till I walk by the truck here in a minute because my pocket is full of lenses. I'm carrying my 35 so I could get my shot down on 4th Street of the Embassy Suites construction. But as far as any of that goes, I'm gonna just dump the rest of them lenses and lighten the load a little bit. Let's go. So far I kind of like it. Did a little bit of attempted street photography like Cuban Rum does, and I don't know, what do you think? Okay, I've relocated down here on Broad Street on the south side. I'm not sure what, West 13th. I'm right across from the Chattanooga Hotel. This has kind of become one of my more default parking spaces on this side of town. All of that to say, we're still photographing stuff with this lens, and I'm trying to use it some more. I've done some street photography-esque photos and some like tourist snapshot style photos. Now I'm just trying to do some like urban photography. They're doing construction on this, I think it's a food city with a bunch of apartments built onto the perimeter of it. And they've got a bunch of orange cones, you know, it's the usual construction zone. So I'm gonna get some photos of that and make my way around a little bit in here and just shoot with it some more and see how it performs. I find the lens to be plenty sharp enough for my needs. I don't have a problem with its accuracy at all. It's very sharp. It produces very good results. You have to do your part and focus, but if you get it in focus, the images are crystal clear. It looks really good. I only wish it did have an adjustable aperture. Maybe even if it only went to f4. You know, f4 to f16 would be usable, but as it stands, f8 makes it kind of difficult to employ all the time. Yeah, out here on a bright sunny day, it's one thing, but if you're overcast at all, your ISO is going to be through the roof. You know, sometimes you just need a little bit bigger aperture to solve the problem at hand. And that's what I've come to use my aperture for most of all. Not for artistic purposes, but for just light control. And yeah, having a fixed aperture lens, although making it very small and compact, does limit its applicational usefulness. You know, you just have to switch over to real long shutter speeds in low light. So, you know, certain things just wouldn't be able to be shot. You just have to accept it. It's an awesome little lens. I love the weight, non-existent, and the, you know, the size, the whole aspect of the thing is meant to not take up any space. So yeah, thank you, Hassan, for sending it to me and letting me mess with it for a while. I really appreciate it. It's actually a really cool lens. So in conclusion, if you're looking for a lightweight, thin Pancake lens fit on an L-mount camera, like a Leica L-mount or a Sigma or a Panasonic, these, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, you know, you could pick it apart, but for the intended job at hand, it works perfect for it. And on a crop sensor camera, it's like 40 millimeters essentially. So it's basically a perfect walk around lens. Yeah, like I said, in good light, it works flawlessly. So with that, I appreciate you watching. This is David, the Georgia photographer. Until next time, I want to tell you to get your camera out and go take a picture with it, all right? We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.